And welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey. Today I'm going to show you how to do this woven crochet scarf, and this has been done by Bernat Mosaic's new yarn, and this is called Vivid. So it's a brand new color line as of 2012. It looks really quite fabulous. The colors are just rich and vibrant, and I really like that with this. Now at any point within these yarn balls, sometimes you do end up with a knot and you just have to cut it out and just do it. Because of the way that it's manufactured, it's not always a perfect ball, but the majority of the balls that you do get do not have that problem. So if you do get that, which I did have that happen right here, you know, you just roll with the punches, just accept it as character, as part of the yarn. So let's get started on this tutorial. You're going to need a size 6.0 millimeter or a size J, and two balls of Bernat Mosaic Vivid in order to do the full size scarf. The full size scarf is about 64 inches long and it's about 5 inches wide. To get started, we're just going to create a slip knot. We have slower videos on doing slip knots if you require that. And this never counts as one, and we're going to do a total of 21 chains. So let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So this is our first chain, just that simple. And now we're going to just double crochet ourselves back along the chain. So I want you to go fourth from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's your first one right where I'm pinching. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just coming down, and we're going to just double crochet ourselves all the way back across this chain. So to double crochet, let's review that again. So just wrap and into the chain. Okay, so you have one underneath, 2 on top, and you just pull through. You pull through 2 and 2. I'm going to show that one more time. So we're just going to go into the chain, pull through 2 and 2, and do that all the way back. We'll meet back up at the end of the line, and I'll get you started on the next part. So I got that done, and I just want you to look here. The stitches that are popping out towards you are using the front post, so that I'm going to show you what that is next, and the ones that are sunken in are using the back post, and everything is in groups of 2. So if you look carefully here, you can see that these 2 are on the front, and the next 2, they're on the back. So front, back, so they're in groups of 2. So when we're going to do all these groove stitches just like so, what you're looking at here is that every time we move on a line, we're just shifting over by 1 stitch in order to pull one back and then pull one forward. So let's do that next. So I'm going to have you turn the chain just like this. The first thing what we're going to do is that we're always going to chain up 2. So no matter what row you're on, you always chain 2. 1 and 2. And now the first one here, this is the post, okay, so it's not this one, it's the next one over, and we're going to go for the front. So we're just going to wrap, go into the post, pop out the other side, pull through 2 and 2, and this is called the front post double crochet. So wrap, front post, so going into the front, pull through 2 and 2. The next one now we're going to go to the back. So let's go to the back. So we're just going to come in from behind, pop it out, and pull through, and then just 2 and 2, and the next one will be a back as well. So we're going to just keep going back and forth, okay, 2 in a row for each type. So we got 2 in the back there, the next 2 are going to be in the forward. So just wrap, popping into the front for 2. So this is 1, and let's go into the front. Once we establish our pattern, it's actually pretty easy. It's just getting established, and so the next one's the back. And I want you to continue to do that all the way back to the start, and on the very last one I want you to put in a half double crochet. So we're coming all the way to the back. We've got to make sure this last one is getting a half double crochet, so we're just going to go right into the chain on the side and just half double crochet that. So let's turn. So now we want to make it look like it's starting to go up on a diagonal. Okay, do you see that? So basically how to do that is that let's go up on a diagonal starting going in this direction, and once we start establishing what side is the diagonal, then we can actually start working along in this pattern. So it's chain 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so the first one is gonna get a back post, so we're gonna get a back. Okay, and the next one is gonna get a back post as well, so we're gonna do 2 back posts in a row. and the next one is going to be a front post. Okay, so let's do this. So this is not the repeat pattern throughout the entire line, because every line will change. So the next one, you got a front here, so we got to go to the front here, so we got to pull this one that's currently in the back forward. Okay, so now we go to the next two, so the one's already in behind, one's in front, the next two are going to be behind in the back. So we're going to continue to do that all the way across this line, and what this is starting to establish the line going up in the angle. Okay, so the next two are going to be in the front, and continue to do that back and forth, so for 2 in a row front, 2 in a row back, and do that all the way throughout this line, and we'll carry on from there. So at the end of the line, the last one is like we got 2 in a row, that's on the front, so we just got one left in the back, and then we got our side piece. And the side, no matter what you are doing, the side always gets the half double crochet right into the chain. So don't ever go into the gap, go right into a chain. It will stabilize your edging a lot better that way. So let's turn this project, and now let's look. So we can see that the diagonal is going up on this angle here. So that means that all the ones going forward, they have to be shifted over one this direction. Okay, so let's look at this very carefully. Okay, so we're going to chain up 2, 1 and 2. So we just turned it, and now the front one appears on the front here. So we have to pull that one back and keep the other one back in order to maintain this diagonal shape that we got going up. So let's wrap and coming in from behind. So you have to just look at it as you go in every line to see where the diagonal is going on. And once you can see that, you don't need the directions any further. So the next one is in back, but we're working up, and it's going up on an angle this way. So this one that's currently in the back, we need to pull forward. So the next two is going to be front post double crochet forward. Okay, and you can see that we're maintaining that, and now the next one's going to be in behind for 2. So it's just like you did before. It's back 2 front posts, 2 back posts, all the way down the line, and it's just a matter of getting your starting point to be right in order to really maintain this pattern all the way across. You will notice that if you make a mistake, you will tend not to see it when you're working on the same line. You'll see it when you're working on the next line up, or even a couple lines away. It's pretty obvious when it's not right, so it's one of those things you probably should backtrack if you do see any mistakes. I made about 3 mistakes in the entire scarf that you seen before right there. And you know what, you do have to back out, but obviously I wasn't too far ahead. I saw it 3 lines later, so it's kind of a pain, but it is a fact of life. You know, some things are just not suitable for saying, oh, you know what, it's just a mistake. With this kind of one, it's really important that you try to get it right every time. And the last one, as always, is going to get a half double crochet. So we now just turned it, and now the diagonal is going up in this direction. So when one side it's going up that way, and the other side it's going up the other direction. Makes sense, right? So we're going to chain up 2, 1 and 2, and based on that we can see that it's going up on this one. This one is already forward, so this means this one has to be pulled forward. So we're just going to go in to the forward side, to the front post, double crochet. The next one that is on the back, we're now going to pull it forward, and this will be the next one there. And then obviously the next 2 are then going to be in behind. So one is going to stay in behind because it was already in behind, and the other one gets pulled back. Okay, and the next 2 are going to be in the front. And the next 2 are in the back. And so you just continue to do that all the way across. Now moving on to the next line, you can see the diagonals going up on this angle here. That means that the ones that are protruding outward are going to be shifting over 1. So we look at it here, and so we're going to chain up 2 as always. So the first one is actually going to get pulled forward. Okay, and so the next one is going to be forward, and the next 2 will be back. And really seriously, you'll get the hang of this. Like if I'm making it going too fast, you're going to start seeing the pattern here, and then you can start seeing it on your own pattern on how to follow that. So the next 2 are going to be in the front. Okay, so you can see that the protrusion is going out on an angle. So this one's forward, it's now going to go backward, so it's going to start creating the indentation there for that back one. The next one's already in the back, it stays in the back, and the next two are going to come forward, and do that all the way across. So this is the last time I'm going to show you, because I think you can honestly start seeing the pattern developing here, and we're going to chain up 2 as always, and then we just look for it again. Okay, so you see the diagonals going up on an angle like that, so we're just going to follow along. So the first one's going to be in behind. Okay, the next one is currently in front, which is going to get pulled in behind. And now the next 2 are going to be forward. So that basically shifts this piece to continue to be forward, and the next one is your new one going like that. Okay, so the next 2 are in behind. Okay, and the next ones are in forward. And that's how you do this. You just keep going back and forth. You're going to use 2 balls throughout this entire project, and bada boom, bada bing, you'll end up with a full-size scarf, and it is really quite a fabulous pattern once you get a hang of how to do it. Until next time, I'm Mikey from the Crochet Crowd.